Okay, so I'm doctoring up these mashed potatoes. I have the recipe for making mashed potatoes for the freezer over on the blog. It talks about 2 cups of cream cheese, a cup of real butter, 8 to 10 cups of milk. You just eyeball that and add more if you like. 3 tablespoons of garlic powder, 3 tablespoons of parsley. Going to use some heavy cream because I have these 2 that need mixed up. It's about 1.5 cups there versus them staying in my refrigerator, not getting used up. And of course, these potatoes are not hot anymore. So we're making cold mashed potatoes, but it's a freezer meal, they won't know. Well, I didn't burn up my favorite mixer yet. We're doing okay. Might have ran out of plastic wrap, but we still got this big. So here are our 5 shepherd's pies and the appropriate sign in the background. I was only planning on getting 4 shepherd's pies out of this, but because I cooked a little extra meat, a little extra potatoes and such, okay, God, yeah. I was able to get 5 shepherd's pies out of this. So 2 for each of the families, 4 going out. I'm gonna keep 1 to be dinner tomorrow. Freezer meal waffles for breakfast, English muffin pizzas for lunch, and then a freezer meal shepherd's pie for dinner. I got a day off. So just got the kids to bed. Now what's left to be done, I'm gonna put these 4 shepherd's pie in the freezer. Then we have the 5 meat loaves to make, the 2 dozen Parmesan turkey burgers, and then 3 slow cooker freezer meals. Those will not take long, I promise. It's gonna be like an hour start to finish and that'll be done. But I'm gonna pause for this little thing called sleep. And I have a full day planned tomorrow and an appointment, but I still think after sleeping, getting in that last hour to finish it up will be good. And then I'll take you through my freezers and show you everything that we cooked up for my friends. And then I'll probably show you my pile for each friend before I go to deliver it. So, good night for a moment. Well, friends, we are back. Lots going on today, lots of animal things, just a busy life on the farm. Let's see, I gave my goats their copper bolus this morning, getting some more ducks dropped off later. We also got our order in with our little Keats, our baby guinea hens and such. And look, I'm magically back with my coffee. To give you an example, I've been getting in a ton of steps. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have 7,500 steps, and I bet by this evening, by bedtime, I'll have 15,000. That's how life on the farm's been treating me. 15,000 to 17,000 steps most days, but I'm loving every minute of it. So all that to say, pulled my meat out. Now the rest of the freezer meals that we are going to do are the super easy, like throw and go kind. These are the type that are really popular on the internet and on Pinterest if you want to do like slow cooker freezer meals, instant pot freezer meals. And with this portion, we'll be doing, I just had to add it all up, we'll be doing about 17 freezer meals in less than an hour. Oh yes, we will. This is my jam. We can do this. I'll probably even set the timer on my watch. So anyway, I'm pulling out my meat. I already chopped, I'll pull this out, already chopped a lot of the veggies yesterday. And again, finishing up this last hour, it could have been done last night, but I'm 40, you know, I'm old, I have a lot of kids, I do a lot of things. I've just continued to learn more and more about being gentle on myself. And I'm like, I can go to bed and leave the dishes and do this tomorrow when it suits me. So yeehaw, yay for freedom. Anyway, so here's bunch of veggies that we already prepped and chopped. I was thinking through what we'll do first, and let's just do the barbecue meatloaves and go from there. And again, we're doing barbecue meatloaves, we're doing Parmesan turkey burgers, chicken fajitas, chicken teriyaki, and then a rosemary garlic chicken. I think that's it. Okay, let's go from it. So the first thing that we're gonna do with this meatloaf, that's my next to largest bowl. For my gluten-free friend, we're doing about 5 meatloaves. I'm going to do 2 of those for my gluten-free friend. I will use the gluten-free oats for all of it because that's what I have out. But I'm gonna get her meatloaves done first because she also, again, no onions and no peppers. I also say in the recipe about 2 cups of sliced mushrooms. You know, it really gets down to whatever vegetables you have available that you would like to stuff into a meatloaf. I've put shredded carrots in meatloaf before, little chunks of potato, I mean just whatever you can get in there. But I like to just go through my vegetable drawers, see if there's just anything rolling around that could go into a meatloaf. My family won't really know, it'll be okay. But anyway, I probably won't do the mushrooms in hers either. These are barbecue meatloaves, and I'm going to use this particular sugar-free and gluten-free barbecue sauce. Okay, I'm gonna quit saying let's go, and I'm gonna go. Okay, so each one of these packs is 4 cups. We need 10 cups total. So I will use 2.5, and then I will save the last half, and I will drop it off for my friend. I use wet and dry cups interchangeably. For many, many years, all I had was the set of wet measuring cups at the farmhouse. And so that's what I've used. I do own dry cups now, and I think it all works out in the end. All right, so now I am doing 2 tablespoons each of our seasonings. We're doing parsley, garlic powder, and oregano. And then I am doing 4 cups of the sugar-free and gluten-free barbecue sauce. And each one of these bottles is a little over 2 cups, so I'll just pour it all in. Okay, so now these little bag stands are just super helpful when you're doing slow cooker freezer meals. You also don't have to have them because I did them for a long time without them. But now you can get a pack of, I don't know, 5 or so on Amazon for $10. They don't cost much and they're helpful. And I like to get a whole little assembly line going. So we're doing the chicken teriyaki now. I'm using the liquid aminos, but this is not going to my friend again with the onions and the pepper request. So this pack of chicken is 5 pounds. These slow cooker freezer meals are super simple to customize however you need to do so. If you need less meat or if you need more meat. With something like chicken teriyaki, you can do steamed rice to go along with it. So you can really stretch it. For my family, I would do one of these bags and some steamed rice and of course some veggies. and that would be one meal. But again, feeding 10, now 9 people, we won't have any leftovers. If we do, it might be like a single lunch portion. If I was cooking this and wanted at least lunch for the next day, I would do 2 bags. I would double it all. Large family size, and we've got multiple teens and middle kids on up now, and then all the way back down the scale to 2. 2 pounds, again, with the rice or some additional sides, would definitely be a meal. Sometimes folks will think, oh my goodness, you eat 4 pounds of meat in one meal. Again, that would be if I'm doing some bulk cooking and if I'm getting many meals out of it. So then it's a cup of brown sugar per bag. This is a bag with 4 cups in it, so I'm just gonna divide it into 4 sections. This is a real life eyeballing school with Jamerrill. Now on your cooking day with these chicken teriyakis, like the last 30 minutes or so, you will pull out some of the broth. You will whisk in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch or another healthy thickening agent substitute. There's a lot of them out there. Many of them I cannot pronounce the name for, but that's okay. 4 tablespoons now of ground ginger. My original recipe talks about green onion. That's okay. We've got yellow. Doing a cup, which is a Jamerrill handful. And then we're going to do, again, a cup, which is a Jamerrill handful of chopped onions. Oh, shoot, I got a hole in this bag. Okay, well, when that happens, nice for it to tell me now. Just gonna dump it all. Oh, be nice, because I don't have much liquid aminos left. So there you go, you can't hurt nothing. And then if you want, since it's all mixed up, you go ahead and mix up your bags. Another one. Next up, we will do the chicken fajitas, and then we'll do the rosemary garlic chicken. And then with the rosemary garlic chicken, we are gonna split that. That one will go between both families. I think, pretty sure the pack only makes 2 bags of those and not 4, but it makes 4 chicken fajitas and chicken teriyaki. Oh, another hole in the bag. Man, sometimes you just get a bad box of bags. I know I had one set where it was the little pull zippers and all of them kept breaking on me. So when that happens, I will double bag. Alrighty, so now we're gonna do the chicken fajitas. I may not have said this out loud, but it's fine even if I did forget because it's in the large family freezer meal pack. We're also doing the chicken parmesan, which I might also get in the slow cooker for my family for tonight. We're eating later because it's summer and we just stay outside pretty much until late evening. In Virginia, it doesn't get dark here until 9. So many nights we're not eating until 7 or 8. It's just, we're having so much fun. Why come inside and have to eat? I mean, it spoils our day when it becomes nighttime. So even though now it's about 4, if I could get it here in the slow cooker in the next 30 minutes or so, it'd be done about 8:30. That's okay, I think we will. So for this, I dump a small can of tomato paste in each bag. So that is what I needed my can opener for. Oh, well, don't want to look at the time, don't want to look at the time. Got the chicken in, now we are gonna do a handful of peppers, each one, and then also a handful of onion. Each one needs about half a tablespoon of taco seasoning. Again, I am adapting and doing my homemade taco seasoning. So I'm gonna do, we will say, 2 good shakes of chili powder, paprika, garlic powder, and cumin. Quit looking at the watch, Jamerrill. This is good though. I should race the timer often when I do this, huh? I do like doing these quick throw and go slow cooker and instant pot freezer meals. I enjoy the prep work and the big bulk cooking with doing the casseroles, etc. Of course, those take more time, but I like it. But if this is more your speed, I got a bunch of these too. I have 3 of them out now actually. There's easy slow cooker 4-week meal plans, and it's the grocery list to do all the recipes. It's the meal plan, it's the full recipes. It's a little prep guide for anything that you need to prep with it. And it's not even the step of freezing beforehand. It's as if you were gonna just throw it in the slow cooker every morning and do a quick prep and do it that day. And all 3 of those are over in the Large Family Table community, and they're also at shop.largefamilytable.com. Okay, next up, chicken parm. I'm not giving you a time update yet, but we are booking it, and so I'm gonna do the 4 bags of chicken parmesan, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a 5th, get my family's dinner in the slow cooker as well. I think I only have 2 things of parmesan left though. Super easy. You do 2 pounds of chicken in each bag, a can or jar of spaghetti sauce, and then 8 ounces, a cup, half of one of these. So one of these will go for 2 of them. However, I can only find 2 things of Parmesan shaky cheese in my house. So I'm gonna share maybe 1/4 of a cup from each of these bags so I can have some shaky cheese and our chicken parmesan tonight. Now for my kiddos, I will do some butter noodles that they can eat this over. If you are doing low carb or sugar-free or anything else in particular, the chicken parmesan itself is fantastic enough to have on its own. So voila, this is gonna cook on high for about 4 hours, and this will be my family's dinner tonight. Doing this rosemary garlic chicken. Even though the freezer meal pack calls for making 2 bags of rosemary garlic chicken, I have enough to do a 1/3. So, and that's the last of the chicken left that I had bought, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And that'll just be another one I'll get in my freezer for my family. So it's basically a tablespoon of every spice that's required here. So I do a tablespoon of minced garlic, tablespoon of dried rosemary, and a tablespoon of parsley. And then we're gonna do a tablespoon of butter in each one. So now, well, we have a leaking bag of chicken teriyaki. Let me change that bag out. And then I think we will take a moment. I will just go ahead and get all of this in a freezer. And then the last thing we need to do is the Parmesan turkey burgers. Okay, so our freezer meal count is actually 20 freezer meals, because I got a few extra out of it. We got my dinner in the slow cooker. Also, I made a phone call, answered 2 emails, worked on coordinating the delivery of these freezer meals to another family tomorrow. And what was the other thing? Oh, fought with my camera battery. So all of that took 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 39 seconds. But 20 freezer meals in less than 2 hours. We did it with some other typical Jamerrill carrying on in the meantime. We still need to do those 24 Parmesan turkey burgers, and that'll count as 2 more freezer meals. But I'm gonna get these out now. Okay, to the whiteboard, I will show you how I got things in my freezers and refrigerators, because again, these 40 freezer meals that I just got done, most of them are for 2 other families. I'm really just kind of keeping the extra that they don't have room for. I'll use those for my family in the weeks coming up. Okay, so just now between the teriyaki, the meat loaves, the fajitas, the rosemary garlic chicken, the chicken parmesan, and the turkey parmesan burgers, we did 23. And then the other night we did about 15. Actually, that brings us to 38, and my big fail, I never got my pot of soup going. I'll do that sometimes. It's easy for me to do the soup for the freezer if I get that going early on. 38 freezer meals, so that will leave my family with about 8. And I also, with a little bit that was left, got my family's dinner in the slow cooker, so maybe we can save $39. So obviously doing those just throw and go, as I call them, slow cooker and electric pressure cooker style meals, those are the quickest. If you're just trying to get going fast, quick, and in a hurry, those kind of freezer meals are the way to go. As I was saying earlier, I enjoy bulk cooking and doing a whole bunch of casserole style and easy oven bakes and easy dinners along those lines as well. So with the large family freezer meal packs, you really get a variety of styles of freezer cooked meals that makes it easy to feed your family fast, quick, and in a hurry. Yes and amen. Okay, now we'll look at my freezers. So this freezer, I'll just show you what's in there. I've got a variety of bread and fruit and some chicken. There's a pork roast. Yeah, a whole lot of cauliflower. Variety of things going on up there. So no freezer meals, but in this one, now these were some bagels. Walmart had a whole bunch marked down the other week. Yeah, $1.13, so I bought like 10 packs of those. The rest of this is freezer meals that we did the other night. These were the ones my family was keeping. These are 2 of the ones going to other families, and then we have a lot of these bag meals. Got most of those in there. And I know a lot of other folks who do freezer meals like to freeze them flat. I really don't have a problem jamming them in there, and then I defrost them, and then I dump them where they're going anyway. And then here, a couple more meatloaves here, and I think I got all the chicken parmesan there. And then this one, and yeah, up here. Now these were a bunch of the freezer meals for the other night, and see how I froze them so the weight of them wasn't sitting flat, because they can get squishy. But then once they're frozen solid, I obviously haven't checked in on them since the other night, then they're like a big old brick. That blue's pretty though. That makes my heart happy. Yeah, so then up here, this was my freezer I mentioned that had 2 empty shelves. And so there's a lot of the easy oven baked freezer meals. There's some frozen goat milk because I don't want anything to go to waste. Showing you more things in my freezer. I got a turkey. These are what's left of other freezer meals I had done a few months ago. So we have some pumpkin pancakes, and then these are some easy freezer burritos, mango chunks for smoothies, some more meat, some frozen milk, especially when milk was really limited in our area. That was helpful. And then I got some frozen bread. We roll through these, but I like having what I need stocked up in the freezer ready to go. So thank you for hanging out and doing all this freezer cooking and big batch cooking and bulk cooking with me. Remember to head over to largefamilytablecommunity.com and join my special exclusive membership where I do a ton of stuff every month. If you think I do a lot, wait till you see membership. There's a lot going on over there. So click the first link in the description below. Join me now, especially while membership is discounted well over 50%. We have a ton of extra fun. If you enjoy this, if you enjoy my carrying on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and on the blog, largefamilytable.com, then Large Family Table Community membership was made for you. Okay guys, lots of carrying on and noise going on in the van, and of course now it's raining. I just wanted to show you this pile of meals that we are going to drop off to 2 families right now. So this is the tote for the gluten-free family. We've got fried rice, and then there's shepherd's pies in there, and then a whole lot of easy slow cooker freezer meals. I'm also Best laid plans. I did not get to make her gluten-free brownies, but I'm taking those to her, so I thought that counts. I'm also gonna give her the last little bit that was left from those gluten-free oatmeal. I also, when I thought I was gonna do the burrito pie for her, I still bought a lot of these gluten-free tortillas, so I'm gonna just pass those on to her. And then I have one of those gluten-free blueberry muffin mug cake mixes to give her. Just was thinking more like nurse and mom snacks. For our other family, we have about 21 freezer meals in here. About half of those, we've got this whole section full of the easy oven casserole bakes. There's 2 more under all of these slow cooker freezer meals. And then I had these in my freezer. These are just some quick thaw, rise, and bake. There's some cinnamon rolls with the frosting and some yeast dinner rolls just to throw them all in there. And now we're gonna book it down the road and get these dropped off. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you real soon with another brand new video. Bye-bye.